Well, g'day guys. I'm finally off for a camping trip, and in this one we're heading out to the Arltunga bush pub. This really is a beautiful part of the world. So if you're going to come this way, Central Australia, Alice Springs, and you're looking to check out the Macdonnell Ranges, definitely go west, but come out east here. Trust me, just come out east. It really is a hidden gem. So here we are in the middle of the Eastern Macdonnell Ranges, and just take a look how beautiful it is. It's a beautiful part of the world, and it's a part of the world that often gets forgotten about. Look, when a lot of tourists and people come here, they venture out to the Western Macdonnell Ranges, and that's another beautiful part of the world. There's so much to see and do out there, all the beautiful gorges and camping sites and whatnot. But the Eastern Macdonnell Ranges often gets forgotten about, and it does get a bit neglected. And I'm at two minds talking about this because it is a little bit untouched. You are able to come out here and you might not see that many people. You might snag up a great camping spot, but on the other hand, it should be talked about and it should be shown to people. So again, if you're ever heading up this way, be sure to come out to the Eastern Macs. There's so much to see and do out here. Probably the biggest highlight, in my opinion, of coming out this way would be Ruby Gorge or Ruby Gap. It really is a hidden spot in Central Australia, and in my opinion, one of the best, if not the best, gorge here in Central Australia. It also goes without saying that the drive out here is absolutely beautiful. I've been out here 100 times, I never get sick of it. It really is about as picturesque as it gets. And this spot that I've chosen to pull up right here, sort of in the middle of nowhere, and a bit of a light breeze blowing. It's beautiful weather, the birds are chirping. Such a lovely time of year. So what are you doing? Don't wait. If you've been planning a trip up to Central Australia, get into it. That's all I can say. And if you're lucky enough, you might just snag this place to yourself. What a place, guys, eh? What a place. So we'll keep heading out along the Eastern Macs here. The plan is to pull up the Savo sometime and camp at the Arltunga bush pub. So we'll keep heading along and we'll pull up somewhere and try and look for some wood to take for a fire tonight. I've got the chainsaw with me, so we might have to chop some up. I reckon I've found a pretty decent little spot to chop some wood up. So let's get into it. Chainsaw, check. She's all lubed up. Ready to rock and roll. Might tighten that up just a little bit. Pretty good, I reckon. Holy moly, I just parked in an ant's nest. Whoa, they're all over me. Big fellas too. Right, I reckon we'll bring this one down. Obviously these trees are already dead. This little chainsaw does a good job. but I reckon the chain needs a bit of a sharpen. Rightio, so we'll grab these last bits of wood. I'm just going to keep the chainsaw up in here and we'll cruise along and see what else we can find. We're not going to need much, it's only me and it's only one night. So, but we'll just pick up a few more little bits, bit of kindling and whatnot, and we'll be on our way. I reckon that chainsaw chain needs a bit of a sharpen. Well, I haven't sharpened it since I got it, and it was tearing through stuff, no worries, but seems like it's not liking it as much today. That wood's hard, but yeah, I'll have to give her a sharpen, I reckon. Tell you what a bloody spot out here. Almost feels a little bit magical. Might be a bit corny, but man, just so peaceful, eh? What a beautiful spot. Imagine pulling up to make a camp right here somewhere. Got the hills in the background and a little creek running through. Wowee. So where we're at now is incredibly overgrown. Just heading down this little goat track. Beautiful little track, nice spot, but just this heavy lush grass here from all this rain we've had. It's a good little spot, good little track. Pretty tight little overgrown track, this one, after all this bloody rain we've had. Sure is nice in here. Man, you gotta love this type of stuff, eh? Adventure. I've actually never been down this track, to be honest. Looks like someone might have got bogged there. Rightio, well, that'll do it, I suppose. I've just pulled up what a spot for some photos. This spot right here, absolutely beautiful. But I reckon that'll do it. I've just collected a little bit more wood. Not too much, because like I said, it's just me for one night. I reckon we'll head off and we'll try and find a nice little camping spot and set up camp. Rightio, I reckon this will do me. I've found camp. What a specky little spot. Check out the hills in the background. There's even a couple of caves up there. I'm just going to chuck the swag down here tonight, straight on the ground, no mucking around. See this gravel? That keeps the snakes away. And if you don't believe me, well, that means you're pretty switched on. So look behind me. I'm going to watch the sunset. Hopefully get some nice footage, a couple of nice pictures for the Instagram, and we'll set up. Pretty basic setup for me, this camp. Now, the main campground's over that way. I'm at Arltunga, at the bush pub. Pub's not open yet, but that's happening kind of soon. So you can come here to camp. Main campground's over there where you see those cars. I like to sort of stick to myself and not be where everyone else is. But, you know, it's all good to say good day and mingle or whatever. There's no problem. If I didn't have an option and I had to camp near someone, I'd do it. But it's always nice to have your own little spot. And everyone seems to huddle up there. All you got to do is drive out here and you can pick your own spot. But it's funny, eh? Like, there's only a couple of cars here and everyone's pretty quiet. But then a patrol rocked up and started blasting music. Bloody patrol drivers, I tell ya. Nah, it's all good. They're playing good music, bit of Dire Straits. So we'll get set up. I've only got a basic setup at the moment. Like the rig's obviously not finished yet. And I usually run a basic setup as it is anyway. I don't do anything too crazy. I really like to run a basic setup. But we might have a bit of a run through in a minute. Now, I absolutely hate this table. You gotta fold the legs out, click them in place. Then you click this little red thing. And then you gotta, I suppose, click these two little buttons in either side. And then it goes down to there. And then you gotta click them in again. And then it goes down to there. Then you got to do the other side. Probably sounds like I'm having a bit of a whinge, but I hate this table for that. This is one of the smaller lifetime tables. The bigger ones you get, you just fold out, bang, they're done. That's usually what I run. But I'm not properly set up yet, and I just thought I'd bring the smaller table. Making it sound way harder than it is. It's just a table. But I just love camp to be as fuss-free as possible. And there's tables that are easier to set up than this, so why not use them? That's all I reckon. Now these have got to be one of the handiest little tools to have in your arsenal, camping. I'd definitely recommend. Oh, there you go. Time to have a sip. Pretty bloody hungry. I'm gonna have to get this, well, actually I might have a couple of chippies with me beer and then we'll get this fire started. But like I said, simple setup. So we're using the XTM drawer that you might have seen from a previous video get installed. So this is just a first aid kit with a jump pack, and it's simply a plate, little container with some spray olive oil, salt, pepper, cutlery roll, and then just a hot plate in here. Simple as, bit of water, a little esky with a few things in it, a couple of cold ones, cheeky cherry ripe, some onions, some steak down the bottom, and bread. Pretty simple. Get the fire happening, chuck the steaks on the hot plate. Like I said, swag on the ground, one camp chair, table, the little XTM table. That's all we're running, pretty simple. No awning. In the past, I've usually run an ARB awning, which I've still got at home there, and that's got a little strip light, and that's what I've used for lighting. No awning. I don't really know if I'm gonna actually put the awning on this vehicle. I don't really want to I want to do this setup a bit different. I don't want a hurdle at the back here to attach the awning to. That's what I've done in the past. It's worked well, but as I said, I just want to do a bit of a different setup. I was going to mount the awning to the canopy, but I don't know that I want to do that. I think I'm not going to run an awning. And I was actually having a good think about it, and I reckon it's not really necessary, if you know what I mean. Tonight, for example, why do I need an awning? I don't really need shelter. It's not raining. It is nice to have, don't get me wrong. The thing I did love about the awning is it's shelter, but it's got a light in it, and that was my camp lighting. That's all I used, and it really did me well. So I actually went to Supercheap today and bought a couple of little round LED lights. Ridge Rider brand, cheap as, a couple of batteries in them. You can hang them, sit them somewhere, or they've got a little magnet on the back. That's all I'm using for now. The plan is though, once I get power in here, which some of my power was actually just rocked up today. I was waiting for it and the postman dropped it off. I am going to mount a light along here, I reckon. So I think that's all I'm going to use. I'm just going to have my power in the canopy and just probably some kind of LED lighting on the inside of both canopy doors for now. So these are the little lights I've picked up. They bloody package things up well, eh? Like they sell it to you, but it seems like they don't really want you to get into it. They give you batteries with them as well. Swear to God, these balsamic vinegar, Red Rock deli chips, the best thing to eat as a snack with a beer alongside Ujar, or however you pronounce the original mix. Now these are only 70 lumen. I don't know how good they're going to be. Like I said, it was pretty cheap. I looked at some reviews. Most of the reviews were pretty positive. So I don't know, we'll see. Doing it like this is a good cheap way to get some camp lighting. That seems pretty bright. This is the other little camera that I use for videos. I've actually got another fluffy mic in my bag that I can use with my phone, which is what I'm recording with right now. But for some reason, when I plug the fluffy into my phone, the audio doesn't like it. It makes crazy noises. I've actually had a whole video destroyed because of that. The hook, like the light's hinged off that hook, but it's not just loose. That's good because they're magnetic, but the canopy's aluminium, so I can't magnetize them. But I should be able to just do that. Yeah, well, we can light that up soon. Just got me bloody cheeky Macca's on the road feed. Chuck that in there. It's all paper that I'm burning, so don't freak out. It's actually honestly pretty warm. Like today was 28 or something. Flies are still out. As soon as that sun goes down, they'll nick off. I don't really want to light the fire yet. I want to, because it's awesome, and I want to get some nice shots before it's like dark. But yeah, it's not really cold. I think tonight's kind of going to be balmy. It's only getting down to like 15. And then after tonight, you're looking at like 7, 8, 9 degrees. Yuck, it looks like it's got mouse poo all over it. I haven't pulled this out for so long. Oh well. I'll chuck it on the fire and heat it up super duper hot and give it a good clean. She'll be right. When the sun goes down here, these hills just glow golden, eh? It's always very beautiful. Kind of fitting, seeing as though this was a gold rush town so many years ago. Check out what's going on behind me. Absolutely amazing. So look, I said it earlier and I'll say it again. If you are coming out here, Central Australia, planning on doing the West Max and the Res Centre Way and all the rest of it, come out to the east. You've got to visit the east side of things. Come through the East Macdonnell Ranges. There's plenty to look at out here. Come visit Arltunga for sure. Look, I'll do a probably more in-depth video about Arltunga. My old man and his partner actually bought the small block of land. It might have been last year, I can't even remember now, maybe the year before. So it's a Arltunga bush pub and hotel. Now, it's been left to rot away for so many years. There has been people here that have owned the place and lived here, but they haven't done much with it. So the old man and his partner decided they wanted to buy it and have a crack, try and give it a new lease on life. So like I said, they've opened up the campground. They're still working on the pub and everything like that. It's all a work in progress. So I think I'll go maybe make that its own video one day. But yeah, you got to come out this way. Obviously check out Arltunga. I'm a bit biased, but hey, it is what it is. But like I said, Ruby Gorge, Ruby Gap, it's a must-see destination. Check out this sky, would ya? show you this kit. To be honest, it's pretty generic. Since buying this, I've seen a lot of others pop up on the scene, and they're pretty much the same kit. So obviously this is just a generic kit, and these mob put their brands on them. But it's good, you get everything all in one. Knives, you get a big chopping knife, forks, spoons, tongs, everything you need for a barbie. Now I bought this Bosch chopper, or whatever it's called, Camp Boss. It's a bloody nice knife, sharp, a lot of weight in it, so, and it comes with its own sharpener. You got a couple of blades in here to sharpen this blade, so it's cool. I rate it. I honestly haven't used it that much. Got some jalapenos, grab an onion out, a couple of scotch fillets, nothing too crazy. Salt and pepper on these little bad boys. Yep, that's clean. Let's chop this up. I cook these actually on the grill side as well as these. Whenever I'm out on an open fire, I like to go open flame. It's just bloody good flavour. Well, there you go. There's one of those lights. Honestly, a lot better than I thought they were going to be. Well, look at that, we've got the moon coming up. Beautiful. These lights are so much better than I thought they were going to be. Probably flip that one. Oh. Check that out. Bloody hell, that looks good. So we'll pull this one off. He's about ready. Look at that. Can we just put it straight on there, and we'll finish it all off with some jalapenos. Simple but delicious. Flame grilled onion. Now I would have loved to have given these a bit of a roast, but wasn't going to use the hot plate side, but this is fine. This is going to be delicious. Whew. Oh my god. Smoky flame flavour and just falling apart. But we got company. I'm a bit scared. Hello mate.
G'day, mate.
What's going on, Dad?
How are you?
Come for a beer, have you?
Yeah.
I don't know if you can hear that, but that's dingoes howling in the distance. Go away, Mozzie. So then I decided to head off to bed, and yeah, that didn't go too well. Well, what the bloody hell's going on here? It's 9 o'clock on the dot. I've just packed up camp and got out of there because I just got absolutely ambushed by mozzies, eh? So the old man come over for a bit of a chat and a beer, and there was a few mozzies kicking around, but he said, oh, they'll nick off soon. Usually, he's like, oh, usually out here, sun goes down and the mozzies sort of go away. They weren't that bad. I had dinner, chilling out, and usually with the fire going, you know, the smoke and that getting around gets rid of them. Jumped into bed and oh my god, literally just started getting eaten. So then I put the covers on me, and then it's just way too hot, and they were still getting in there somehow, chewing me face and everything. So I was going mad, and I thought, that's it, I'm getting up and I'm getting out of here. I'm going to probably just make my way back to town. I don't mind, bit of a night drive, it's all good. Anyway, usually I've got everything I need on hand, like insect repellent, and I bloody didn't bring it, eh? Yeah, so they were pretty thick. They were in my bloody ears and everything. I was going to get about precisely 0 hours sleep. What can I say? I'm a big softie. I hightailed it out of there. But I tell you what, them little bastards were on a mission. Holy guacamole, mate. They were Trying to chew my ears out and everything, the little fricks. How much blood can you need? I was going to get up in the morning and do a bit more filming and whatever, but anyway, you get that on the big jobs. Hope you enjoyed the video anyway, and sorry about cutting it a bit short. Hopefully it's good enough. Take it easy, guys. So thank you very much for watching, guys. I really hope you enjoyed that one. I will leave you with my favourite drone shot for the day.